You've walked past a stray dog before. Maybe you even stopped to pet it. Maybe it wagged its tail. Maybe it looked completely harmless. But here's the thing nobody tells you. A dog can be carrying rabies for up to 10 days and look perfectly fine the entire time. No foaming mouth, no crazy eyes, just a normal-looking dog. And by the time the signs actually show up, the window to save yourself is already closing. So today, we're going over 7 signs a street dog near you has rabies right now. And I promise by the end of this video, you will never look at a stray dog the same way again. Before we get into the signs, let me give you 30 seconds of context because it actually makes everything scarier. Clearer. Rabies is a virus. It travels through saliva, usually through a bite. Once it enters your body, it moves slowly through your nerves, not your blood, your nerves, making its way toward your brain. That's why symptoms can take weeks or even months to appear. The virus is just quietly walking up your nervous system like it owns the place. And here's the part that should make you put your phone down for a second. Once rabies symptoms appear in a human, it is almost always fatal. There are fewer than 20 documented cases in all of human history of someone surviving rabies after symptoms began. 20 in all of history. So knowing what to look for in a dog before anything happens, that's not just interesting information, that could genuinely save your life. Okay, let's get into it. Sign number 1. And this is the one most people completely miss. Sudden behavior change. Now I know what you're thinking. I'll just avoid the aggressive dogs. Makes sense. Logical. Completely wrong. Because here's what rabies actually does in its early stages. A dog that was friendly yesterday might become aggressive today. That's the obvious one. But here's the sneaky part. A dog that was aggressive and territorial can suddenly become calm, affectionate, even walk up to strangers it would normally avoid. Rabies in its early stage, called the prodromal stage, rewires the dog's normal behavior. Whatever the dog was before, it becomes the opposite. So if a street dog that never came near anyone is suddenly walking up to you wanting attention, that's not a good sign. That's sign number 1, and it looks like friendliness. Sign number 2. This one is a little more obvious, but people still get it wrong. Excessive drooling, difficulty swallowing. You've probably heard the term hydrophobia. Fear of water associated with rabies, and it's real. The virus causes painful spasms in the throat and jaw muscles, making it nearly impossible to swallow, which means the dog can't drink water. It can't even swallow its own saliva. So that saliva, full of the rabies virus, by the way, just drools out constantly. Now here's where people make a mistake. They think foaming at the mouth is the first sign of rabies. It is not. By the time you see heavy foaming, the disease is already in a very advanced stage. The earlier sign to look for is just unusual amounts of drooling, more than normal. Drool dripping continuously, even when the dog isn't eating or panting. Combined with the dog seeming uncomfortable around water, not drinking even on a hot day, that is a serious warning sign. Sign number 3, and this one is honestly kind of heartbreaking to see. Wobbly, uncoordinated walking. As rabies progresses, it starts attacking the brain and nervous system directly, which means the dog loses control of its own body movements. It might stumble. It might walk in circles. It might look like it's drunk. Legs giving out, bumping into things, unable to walk in a straight line. Now here's the important distinction. A dog walking wobbly doesn't always mean rabies. It could be an injury. It could be another neurological issue, but combined with the other signs on this list, wobbly walking is a major red flag. And here's the part that makes it dangerous. A dog that can barely walk can still bite. Don't let the stumbling fool you into thinking it can't reach you. Sign number 4. This is the one everyone thinks of first, but it's not always what it looks like. Unprovoked aggression. A rabid dog in the furious stage? Yes, scientists actually call it the furious stage, which sounds like a Fast and Furious sequel, but is unfortunately very real, will attack without any trigger. No territorial reason, no feeling threatened, no food being taken, just attack. It might snap at the air, it might lunge at people passing by. It might attack other animals, fences, trees, things that make no logical sense as a threat. Here's the important detail. The aggression is random and unpredictable. A normal aggressive dog has patterns. It barks first. It gives warning signals. A rabid dog in the furious stage skips all of that. 1 second calm, next second attacking. If you see a dog behaving this way, do not try to help it. Do not try to calm it. Leave the area immediately and call animal control. Sign number 5, and this one is probably the most disturbing on the list: self-mutilation. This one happens because of where rabies first enters the body, usually at the bite site.
As the virus travels through the nerves, it can cause intense itching, tingling, and pain at the original entry point. The dog doesn't understand why it hurts, so it does what animals do. It tries to fix it. It starts biting, scratching, and chewing at that area of its own body, sometimes severely enough to cause serious self-injury. If you see a dog that is excessively biting or scratching a specific spot on its own body, especially around the neck, legs, or face where a bite typically occurs, that is a sign worth paying attention to. Combined with any of the other signs on this list, it becomes a serious warning. Sign number 6. This one is less well known but extremely important. Partial paralysis, specifically in the face or jaw. As rabies reaches its later stages, it causes paralysis that usually starts in the area closest to where the bite occurred and spreads from there. In dogs, this often shows up as a drooping jaw. The mouth hangs open because the muscles can no longer hold it closed. Combined with the inability to swallow, that's where the dramatic foaming and drooling image comes from. One side of the face might appear droopy or uneven. The dog might have trouble closing its eyes. And here's something most people don't know. There's actually a different form of rabies called paralytic or dumb rabies, where instead of becoming aggressive and furious, the dog becomes unusually quiet, withdrawn, and progressively paralyzed. No aggression at all, just a dog that seems sad, weak, and confused. This form is actually more commonly responsible for human infections, because people see a sad-looking dog and try to help. Don't. A dog showing unexplained progressive paralysis or weakness, especially with any other signs on this list, needs to be reported to animal control immediately. Sign number 7. The last sign, and probably the most overlooked: aimless wandering. Street dogs are actually very territorial. They have their area. They know their routes. They know the people and other dogs in their zone. A healthy street dog, even an aggressive one, has a pattern. A rabid dog loses all of that. The virus disrupts the brain's normal function to the point where the dog no longer recognizes its own territory. It wanders away from its area, sometimes miles away, with no clear direction or purpose. Disoriented, confused, moving in strange patterns. If you see an unfamiliar stray dog in your neighborhood that looks lost and confused, not just passing through but genuinely disoriented, and it's showing any of the other signs on this list, give it serious space and report it. Okay, so now you know the 7 signs. Let's talk about what you actually do. Number 1, do not approach the dog. I know. It looks sad. It might look hurt. Your instinct is to help. Don't. A rabid dog is unpredictable and can move faster than you expect. Number 2, do not try to give it water or food. Yes, even if it looks thirsty, you getting close is the risk. Number 3, call animal control immediately. Don't wait to see if it gets worse. Report it. Let professionals handle it. Number 4, if you've already been bitten or scratched, wash the wound immediately with soap and water for at least 15 minutes. Then go to a doctor. Right now. Not tomorrow. Now. The rabies post-exposure vaccine is extremely effective, but only if you start it early. Every hour matters. Number 5, even if the bite seems small, a scratch counts. Saliva on an open cut counts. Don't minimize it.